Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Home Bartending with John, and this is somebody who recently came into the Tuber Chat family not too long ago, actually. I'm just thinking like within the last couple of months, but have already had impact on our community. But I'm really enjoying this channel. It's very unique here in the Tuber Chat family, and one of the most, I think it's the only channel I've seen of its kind, as a matter of fact. So what Home Bartending with John is doing, you can see in the banner that they've got, they have a really elaborate home bar setup. But what John is going to teach you to do on this channel is make different types of popular cocktails in several different variations. So you might get something very simple that you can make quickly if you just wanted to do that, or something more traditional, or in the case of television and movies, we see a lot of different drinks made in different styles, and he will show us the exact method and ingredients used. So it's a really cool channel. I've enjoyed getting to know John very much. I continue to get to know the channel. He does a lot of reviews of different types of beers and other drinks as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But this creator's been with us just about every single day since finding Tuber Chat as well. So with 108 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. This is our featured channel for the day, and we feature a different channel every single day here on Tuber Chat based on generosity that I've seen within the community and out in the YouTube streets. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. And that's so that you have the opportunity to literally meet hundreds of generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. So for anybody that's brand new in the chat today, I'm going to get through some introductions. It usually takes a few minutes to get that done, but in the meantime, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Makeup Mom and Son is coming in. She's a member and a moderator, so I'm just getting her on the wheel. The wheel and the screen, of course, are open to everybody. We're going to put as many channels on the screen as we can in the next 2 to 2.5 hours. Members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And in the case of somebody like Rock Chick Beauty, who dropped a super chat on us before we even started today, we are going to look at that channel next before I start spinning the wheel, but we'll get to the wheel soon enough. Now, of course, the wheel and the screen are open to everyone. It just takes a little bit of time. My recommendation for anybody fairly new to Tuber Chat is always to make the first move, stay active in the chat, conversate with people, and then head to their channels, support them, knowing that they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Warmstrong Adventures is coming in. They give us an unbelievable amount of support. It's a travel channel. They've taken us on a cruise, and they hang out with us on our music channel all the time. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuber Chat, if you can hear it. I'm not sure if you can actually today because we changed up some stuff. But if you can hear it, you can also get a better listen over at another channel that we have. That music, of course, can be used in videos and live streams as copyright-free music. It's available on all major platforms, and we have a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here, and link drops with Nightbot as well. I am Betty J. Gathers. Thank you so much for that highlighted milestone message. Those are available to anybody who is a member on a channel where they are enabled, and it flies through the chat like a super chat, but it's colored green for the members. And you'll notice that it also knocks a little bit of life off of our stream boss, which is that video game life meter under my camera there. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve took that over yesterday. Crocheting with Leanne, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. She's done that many times before. I'm just going to get that channel ready to go right after Rock Chick Beauty. And again, it takes a while for me to get through the introductions, but today is overwhelmingly busy, so it's going to take a moment. Venom for Life, good to see you here. Tristan Bell, good to see you back. Wellspear Productions is stepping into Snipe that Stream Boss position, and I'm pretty sure they're going to get it. Facing Reality, good to see you here. Peter Dell is here from Australia. Mark the Shark, thank you so much for your super chat as well. Mark the Shark is a moderator over on our Copyright Free Music channel as well. I've got you set up ready to go right after Raw Chick Beauty Crocheting with Leanne and Wellspear Productions. We always put super chatters on the screen right away, and of course, like I said, members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I've got quite a few names on there right now. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe. They're already on there with John H. Shelton. I Am Betty J. Gathers, of course, is already there. Prometheus Silence and Rich Cat Ranch were both early, along with Runneth Over Garden and Life, Derek's Journey, and Annabelle TV. So thank you all for coming in. One of our most supportive creators is Michael's Adventures. His birthday is actually on Monday, and we will be featuring that channel again. He can't be with us today just due to a work schedule, but he does want to make sure everybody knows he's thinking about us. He will be back tomorrow. Scratch and PPA, of course, is another of the most supportive creators that I have met in my over 5 years now on YouTube. He literally seems to be everywhere all the time. We are very lucky to have him here in Tuber Chat as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And then, of course, Hilda DC is another extremely positive and encouraging creator who's also in our moderator squad. She's on the wheel as well. Carlene Geisha is just dropping a super chat on us as well. So Carlene Geisha is going to be next after Mark the Shark. And then I noticed that Journey with Kiki, who is actually a longtime friend of Tuber Chat, is back in action and grabbing a membership. So thank you for that. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So I've added Journey with Kiki onto the wheel right now. RC Nicole Outdoors is in the house as well, and they also happen to be a member, so I'm adding them onto the wheel. And then let me see what I can do about some more introductions. First Floor Audio is out there supporting all kinds of creators. I see them regularly. Danny Days Homestead, it's good to have you in the chat. Glorious Platter brings us delicious looking content. I Want to Know and Jazzy Marie are both in the house. Not for Nothing Homestead is here. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then Where to Begin Homestead. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Digging for Health is in the house. Cooking and Vibing with Tea just dropped a super chat, so they're going to be added right after Carlene Geisha, and I'm going to get Ali's Crafts Pursuits onto our Wheel of Doom. We will get to spinning that wheel soon enough after our super chatters have been up on the screen in order. So again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody. But let's look again at Home Bartending with John. Like I said, this is somebody who's fairly new to Tuber Chat, but I'm having a great time getting to know this channel. And John is showing us a really unique twist on the idea of a home bar where they're showing us multiple ways to put together some of our favorite or most popular cocktails. And again, the different variations will give you an opportunity to do that quickly with a few ingredients, or a more traditional way that can be a little bit more intricate. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And Home Bartending with John is a loyal and dedicated supporter with 108 subscribers. And like I said, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Raw Chick Beauty dropped a super chat on us before we even started. She's done that countless times. She's been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for well over a year and a half now. When she reset and restarted her channel, she's been at this a long time, and you can tell that presentation is at the forefront of her mind with her thumbnails, banner, and avatar are, all having a similar look while still being able to make a different thumbnail for every single video. So you can see the experience and focus on presentation on this channel. Red Lipstick Vibes, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Journey with Kiki, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, you're going to be put up right after Cooking and Vibing with Tea. And Red Lipstick Vibes, thank you so much, considering especially it's your first time here. I'm going to get your channel up on the screen right after Journey with Kiki and the rest of our super chatters in order. So hopefully I'm not missing anybody at the chat. I know it's an overwhelming beginning, and Journey with Kiki's just taken over the stream boss position again. My dear goodness, thank you everybody for this extra generosity today. It is quite overwhelming and very much appreciated. So Rock Chick Beauty does some beauty on her channel. She does a lot of live streams and a bit more variety, but what you'll find most often lately is a lot of product reviews and unboxing videos. She's gotten into some sponsored videos as well. With 855 subscribers, it's not going to be long before they end up on the road to 1K officially after they cross 900. Scratch and PPA, thank you so much for catching that. I missed one of the super chats from Four Corners Custom Products, and I'm so lucky there that oh my dear goodness, I'm running things out of order here. I accidentally spun the wheel, but it actually landed on Wellspear Productions, luckily, who's actually coming up because of a super chat. But let's get Four Corners Custom Products up here, and I can't tell you how many times Scratch and PPA has to catch mistakes that I miss. I must have been while I was doing the introductions there. Four Corners must have dropped a super chat while I was off the chat there for a second, but thank you for that. Scratch and PPA is truly a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. Anybody who spent any time here knows that for sure, but he's somebody who truly has my back both here inside Tuber Chat and outside as well. So Four Corners Custom Products is up on the screen right now. And this creator has over 3,000 subscribers already, but what they are doing is they produce merchandise, and that can be hats, t-shirts, mugs, just about anything that can be printed, and they give us a behind-the-scenes look at how that merchandise is made, and then we can use this channel also as a resource when it's time for us to think about merchandise for our own channels or businesses. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They've got a couple of premieres coming up, and those will be both today, as a matter of fact, in another half hour or so, and they're running one right now. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They also happen to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter that I see out supporting others when I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself. So next up is Crocheting with Leanne, and thank you again, Rock Chick Beauty and Four Corners Custom Products, for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. Crocheting with Leanne has done the same thing many times before. This creator also happens to be a member. They're an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated, not to mention kind-hearted creator. Awesome, Alan's Awesome Keto World, good to see you here. Jeremy D-Day slipped in there a few moments ago as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're kind of flying today. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just trying to clean up my wheel a little bit here so I can keep an eye on what's happening here. Not for nothing, Homestead is still in the house. And then when we look at Crocheting with Leanne, she actually crochets a lot of different things. There's more variety on the channel, but when you do find crochet, you'll find scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans. But this creator also writes patterns for other creators to be able to make some of the things that they see from Crocheting with Leanne as well. I know this is a huge category on YouTube, whether it's crocheting or knitting or different things of that nature, and forgive me because I'm still learning and I'm learning from the channels I find on YouTube. I have hung out in several online knitting circles with a lot of people making creations, and there's always lively conversation, so I enjoy that very much. But Crocheting with Leanne is extremely, like I said, kind-hearted, but also generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So we'd love to push them towards the 1,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. And then Mr. Fulton Mraz, yes, thank you for the news. I did I did say that that was great at the beginning of the stream. Mr. Fulton Mraz is constantly involved in a lot of different various activities, including sports and singing competitions. All things Jay, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in as well, and thank you for that super chat. He's done that countless times. That's Joe, and I really do appreciate that. For that reason, your channel will be put up right after Red Lipstick Vibes, who's brand new to Tuber Chat today. The Foundation, thank you for being here. Sorry, I saw you come in about 3, 4, 5 minutes ago, and what? Oh no, it's my green screen. That's all that is. I've mixed up, one of these days soon, I plan to take a behind-the-scenes look for everybody at what goes on behind Tuber Chat, even if it's just a photo. I'll show you what's happening, but because I've moved things around, I'm using a different camera now and everything else, the green screen settings have to be adjusted, and all that is the fact that, like, if I lean in, you'll see that thing, it kind of moves around, but that's all that is a green screen setting that has to be fine-tuned. So Crocheting with Leanne, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Wellspear Productions is coming up for the same reason right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat, like a question or a comment. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will try to catch it the next time around. Jazzy Marie has some interesting news. They just became verified on Spotify and Apple Music, which is really, really cool. That means that when we look at Jazzy Marie, we might even see an official artist channel here on YouTube. So my advice to Jazzy Marie, forgive me for not remembering, I'll know when I look at your channel. If you haven't already set that up, that's something that you can do as well, and start getting those royalties coming in for those streams. Wellspear Productions has 440 subscribers. They've got some interesting stuff happening right now. I'll leave it to you to head to their channel and see what's going on, but they've been dropping a couple of videos lately that have really started to fly. Now, Wellspear Productions does a lot of variety on their channel. They happen to be a couple of truck drivers, actually, and while they're on the road, they bring us multicam live streams, which is really, really cool. You get to look out the window like you would expect. You get to look out a second window. Sometimes you get to look at the creator herself, and then they bring up StreamYard panelists as well. Walking with Tamsin, good to see you here. Wellspear Production also does a lot of dumpster diving, diamond painting, subscription services, including BarkBox, which is one just for their furry friend Jester here, who's obviously part of the family, featured on their banner, and with them all the time in the truck, and then has a couple of series of videos of their own as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy all the variety that you find on this channel when you get there. Look at this shorts video at almost 6,000 views that just went up not too long ago. They got another one at 1,500 here. So they're starting to get some serious activity. But Wellspear Productions is a creator who is very serious about experimenting with different ideas and coming up with new things for their channel and their videos and their production all the time, which is really, really cool. I'm happy to see a creator so aggressive about growing, but at the same time being willing to help others. So Wellspear Productions is somebody who's not afraid to ask questions and share lessons learned along the way, and I appreciate those things very much. But they also happen to be a gold member here in Superchat, which means that we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we should have seen by now. Mark the Shark is coming up, and we'll see what this creator's got going on for us. I just caught them for another live stream the other day, actually. T-Mobile, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Mark the Shark is constantly also trying to bring new content to their channel for us. They happen to be a dog breeder, and you get a little bit of variety in these videos where there's a lot of puppies around here, which is kind of cool. But then as well, this creator is involved in online poker, as well as they take us out on the water. Sometimes they're giving us a look around. They're taking us out on location to different places, which is really, really cool. Sister Winnie, thank you for coming up. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for that thumbs up. So Mark the Shark has pure variety, and they're bringing us all three types of content on their channel with shorts, videos, and live streams. If anybody in the house has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther towards over the next couple of days or weeks as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm. Multi-Hunter 247, good to see you here. Cali King 916 is in the house, and the Stock Explorer is here both as a member and a moderator. Thank you one more time, Mark the Shark, for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. Carleen Geisha is coming up for the same reason, and we will get to spinning the wheel after a short list of creators that have to be put up first. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, and then super chatters get added to the screen right away in order as we have seen. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. I'm sure we will. Gloria's Platter is here with us just about every single day. Carleen Geisha wants to bring us relaxing content. They mix up the visuals and audio every day so that we have something new to see, and they've got some pretty long videos here. They started out with about an hour and a half each video, but they've expanded from anywhere to 6 to 10 hours, as you can see. So this is a popular category on YouTube, but we're curious to see what Carleen Geisha is going to come up with for us, and this creator has shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding Tuber Chat just over the last couple of months. And then, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Carleen Geisha, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. She has done that many times before. So next up is Cooking and Vibing with Tea. Now, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Cooking and Vibing with Tea is a channel that just found Tuber Chat within the last couple of months as well, has shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but they are bringing us a lot of delicious looking content, and I think you will enjoy, if you enjoy cooking videos or cooking channels, you will enjoy their variety in content because they're pretty thorough about their methods, which is really, really cool. Now, from what I have watched myself, this creator doesn't actually talk during the videos, so they're visual tutorials only, unless I'm mistaken about that, but I'll leave it to your channel to see what they've got going on and see what I mean. But they have got a ton of videos. I mean, they are really producing a lot of stuff. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. They are almost halfway on the road towards 800 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. And then Digging for Health, is there a limit to how many videos you can watch at the same time and have it count? So you're watching 3 now, is that okay? My guess, while I can't be 100% certain or prove what I'm talking about easily, I often will have 4 windows going at a time on a computer, or 3, or some variation around there. Lots of creators do. It seems to always count, even if you're logged into the same channel, because YouTube essentially must know, like, you know, lots of people can do that. It's possible to watch or listen to several different things at a time. If we think about, like, you know, when I was a teenager, I know my mom would come into my room and be amazed because she'd be like, why do you have the radio on, the television on, you got a magazine in your hand, and you're talking on the phone? I'm like, yeah, but I'm paying attention to everything, right? And you can do that. And we know that there are lots of creators here in the Tuber Chat family that do the same thing. So my guess is that it's always going to count. We've been at this for a long time, and we've done a lot of watch hour experiments as well, and everything seems to count. You just don't want to do anything that is that could be considered against YouTube's community guidelines or anything like that. But having 3 windows open on a computer if you can, or even 2 on a tablet or something like that, is absolutely okay. But thank you for that question, because it's something we don't talk about often. Jazzy Marie, thank you for the membership. I really do appreciate that. And what that means is from now on, along with Journey with Kiki, you will be added to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you are here. Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, is Shane. Thank you for coming back in, and hopefully, again, I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Cooking Vibing with Tea, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Journey with Kiki is coming up right now for the same reason. Journey with Kiki is actually a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. It's been a little while, but it's great to have you back in the chat, and thank you again, first of all, for your membership, but secondly, for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. You guys have been punching away at the Stream Boss today, which is a lot of fun. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. So Journey with Kiki is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, with over 6,400, almost 6,500 subscribers now. It's pure variety on this channel, but we see mukbang challenges, game nights, cleaning, and a bunch of other variety. Now, I am just going to look through your videos here. I know I'm behind, but I'm going to take your... is that Veta Day 26 KFC mukbang? I'm going to take this video, put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, and then hopefully I'll stay caught up and not fall too much farther behind. And again, hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that we see on Journey with Kiki, all about mukbangs, vlogs, hauls, pranks, reviews, challenges, cleanup time, and shorts. So all 3 types of content, yes, on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. And thank you again for your extra generosity today. Next up, for the same reason, is Red Lipstick Vibes. This creator's here for the very first time today. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I'll take this 16-minute one here. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to give that thumbs up. And yes, the chat is kind of flying today. Thank God for my monster for breakfast, right? And I know I missed a channel coming in, Patty Southern Kitchen and more. Good to see you here. The Bud Files is here. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. We always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Garden State Gardener dropped a super chat on us as well. Joe's done that many times before. This is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. He's got a ton of variety here, but does probably more shout-out videos than anybody I've seen, and he's done 3 that I know of for Tuber Chat alone, and I encourage you to go look at them because they are extremely comical. And Garden State Gardener, of course, is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then, yes, so the foundation, it's not necessarily something that I want to recommend to creators, because you will hear the biggest YouTubers like Sonny Lenarduzzi and Sean Cannell and Roberto Blake and Nick Nimmin and many others talk about the idea of consistency being key. And we even see that here in the Superchat family, that some of the most consistent creators are the ones who have grown so solidly and strongly, right? If that makes any sense. But in the case of Superchat, I move the streams around. Now, the truth of the matter is I do it because of my own personal schedule. It gives me the freedom when I say that to put the streams whenever I want. But it does also have the added benefit of reaching new people. And luckily, Superchat is strong enough now as a solid channel that we can bet on having an audience no matter when we go live, because it's been a couple of years already, right? But if somebody is just starting out, consistency is best, especially when you can be there consistently if you're dropping premieres, right? You always want to be in your own premieres whenever you can. But these are just ideas. So again, you know, I have been on YouTube for 5 years, but I try to be very transparent about what I have and have not done. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers yet. I hope someday to have done that, but I do run several channels. I have run many more, and I have been on social media for a long time. So all I wish to do is bring that experience here so that we can discuss different ideas that come up in the chat. You can take the information that we all share together here, add it to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn, so that you can make the best decisions for your videos and your channels. And that goes for me as well. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that question. I know I miss a lot in the chat. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. In the meantime, Garden State Gardener also has a wild live stream on Sunday nights called Sunday Fun Day. Here's the registration video right there. I would suggest everybody get on that. It's a perfect video to connect with him with, because it's over 5 minutes. We're always watching videos that are over 3 minutes. Very important that it's over 3 minutes and that we watch from beginning to end. And then you'll have a wild time over there. He often has 100 people watching. Let's get Jazzy Marie going, and I'm going to read Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning's question. Apart from watch hours, other advantages to swapping playlists? There certainly are. So thank you for asking. That's Tracy and Phoebe. And when we talk about the idea of swapping playlists, the obvious benefit is that our watch hours are going to stack up. You can imagine if you get a lot of different creators running a playlist of videos for you, then your hours are going to, you know, kind of consistently grow right away. But the added couple of benefits are the idea that, first of all, you're trading favors with another creator. That gives you the chance to start a friendship. That's where the strong and solid foundation for our channels really comes from, because once you trade favors with somebody, you will find yourself favoring them, and you will find yourself being favored by them in most cases. When you think about the watch hours that come from swapping playlists, that's just really a small part of it. After you've made a friend, you know that that creator is going to watch most of what you come out with in the next year. So let's say you have 20 or 30 videos right now. That's great, but you might come out with another 50 videos this year, and they're going to watch most of them. That's where your watch hours are really going to stack up almost exponentially as you grow your friendships with other creators. Another big major benefit is the fact that when somebody runs a playlist for you, they're running every video from beginning to end, and that can bump up the averages on your entire channel for average percentage of videos watched, if that makes sense, or average time viewed per video. That can really be very helpful and sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. Now, swapping playlists, for anybody that hasn't done it yet, is a very simple arrangement. You're just agreeing to run a playlist for somebody else. They're agreeing to run a playlist for you. And since you're only obligated to run it, not necessarily sit and watch every single second of every video, you could do it when you work, when you sleep, when you eat, when you go out, in another window on a computer like like we were talking about earlier, or on another device if you have one, and things like that. So it makes it really easy to do. And you know, the biggest benefit, like I said, is the friendships that are built. That's what Superchat's foundation is. That's what we're doing here. We think that we're here to connect with other creators and grow our subscriber numbers, but the real magic of why this stuff works the way it does is because of the friendships that are made after you connect with like-minded creators. So a bit of a mouthful, but hopefully that answered the question and a little bit more. Willow's Creations, thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, I've missed a lot in the chat. Queen Kitty Tarot, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me if I've missed anybody that's brand new in the chat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Mrs. VSNC09 is on the wheel because they happen to be a member, and then as well Jazzy Marie, who's a brand new member now, also happens to be officially verified on Spotify and Apple Music, which is really cool. And I'm hoping that that means that Jazzy Marie will get the music symbol that comes here for official artist channels as well soon enough. So I just want to nudge you in that direction over here. But Jazzy Marie has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you for your super chat today and your membership. I really do appreciate that. Journey with Kiki, thank you for the same. I really do appreciate that. And then it's just about time for us to start spinning the wheel. When we look at Jazzy Marie, we see that singing is their passion, but they're also very spiritual. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content that we see when we get here. Shorts and videos for now, perhaps live streaming will be an idea in the future. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get a channel up on the screen and see who is coming up next. I see that Queen Kitty Tarot is dropping a super chat on us, so thank you for that. Your channel is going to be next up after we look at John H. Shelton, who actually has a couple of different channels. And Queen Kitty Tarot, I'm just getting your channel ready to go. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And in the spirit of the idea of swapping playlists that we were just talking about, if anybody would like to do that for the purpose of gaining watch hours with each other, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you are willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, pardon me, I'm just looking to see if there's anything up. Anybody can reach out to me anytime on the other social networks if you'd like to. It doesn't have to be questions, but it can be if there's something you think I can help with. Otherwise, I enjoy hearing lessons learned along the way from creators in different circumstances. And I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Emotion is in the house. They had a birthday stream last night. If anybody didn't make it, I hope you'll wish Emotion a happy belated birthday. He has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, but also a dear friend. He's here as both a moderator and a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, and his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we have seen. John H. Shelton, UK vlogger, has two channels actually. This one here has over 6,100 subscribers. He's also another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He's done at least a couple of shout-out videos for TuberChat. Whenever somebody does a shout-out video that's like made specifically about TuberChat, we have a shelf on our front page for that. And then when you have those types of of shout out videos that are made where you have maybe 5 or 10 or 20 or more different creators mentioned, and Tuber Chat has been included, we put those on our front page in a different shelf as well. So I really do appreciate those from everybody, and in the meantime, thank you for all those reminders about the thumbs up. Sometimes I have to be reminded as well, especially when I'm on a phone. So if you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Junkyard Gamer, good to see you here. Little Frenchie in Big Texas is a long time friend of Tuber Chat. It's good to see you here. And Jamie Hart happens to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel right away. John H. Shelton, Godzilla Fan, Extras, and More is a second channel from the same creator. I'm hoping everybody will connect with them here as well. They're getting really close to 900. That will officially put them on the road to 1K. We always say officially after you hit the last 100, and then at some point, I don't know where it is, we say you're on the road to whatever K it is, probably after 10. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here as well, and then if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm as a replay, and I'll appreciate that as well. Mrs. VSNC09 is coming up right now. This is another long time member of Tuber Chat. They are definitely another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I know I say a lot of the same things, like really often. And pardon me, Queen Kitty Tarot, I was supposed to put your channel up. It's going to come up next. I find myself moving a little too quickly here. I make as many mistakes as anybody else. I promise you that. So Queen Kitty Tarot is coming up next. Mrs. VSNC09 is up right now. This creator actually does a lot of variety on their channel. One of the things you're going to find most throughout what they've got here is talk about the royal family, and they really do a great job with that. Now when we look at their front page, we see a lot of featured channels, and then as well we see that this creator is bringing us all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. Mike and Rihanna family vlogs, happens to be a member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel right away. And then let's get into, we'll get into the content on Mrs. VSNC09 in a quick second, but you see these featured channels here. When you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started. And if you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Mrs. VSNC09 is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Uniao in Cell. Pardon me, I don't know if there's any chance I'm going to be able to pronounce that name properly, but I think we have a new creator. I think we've seen that channel actually once before in Tuber Chat, but it's good to see you here. I don't know, I just don't know how to pronounce that, so forgive me. I'm going to call it Uniao in Cell. And I'm not sure if the last part of that name are letters or a word, so forgive me for that. If you want to correct me and let me know how I can pronounce that easily, I will appreciate it greatly, because I'd love to promote you properly while you're here. And then Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is the second channel from Charlene Heel, and they happen to be a member, so let's get them onto the wheel. And I see that Queen Kitty Tarot has become a member as well. And what that means is that after today, your channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I notice you in the chat every time that you're here. But that's actually the next channel we're going to look at in another moment. I've just got one more thing to talk about. Oh, Jamie Hart, is it one of those? It might not be a real channel. Is that the thing? They might be trying to make me say something. You never know. Or it might be a real channel. They got quite a few subscribers. Yeah, that's okay. We'll sort that out at some point. And then thank you, Queen Kitty Tarot. So, pardon me. Boy, are we ever moving today. I want to know is still in the house. Good to see you here. And then Mrs. VSNC09, when we talk about the content that revolves around the royal family, there's a lot of other variety on the channel as well. But when this creator gets into live streams revolving around the royal family, they do an incredible job of leading a very engaged conversation. When you truly have conversation in a live chat, it's a great service to any host, whether that is in a premiere or a live stream. And so it sends incredible engagement signals into the algorithm. And Mrs. VSNC09 does an incredible job of leading the conversation in her own live streams because of staying up to date and well versed in the subject. But as well, Mrs. VSNC09 is somebody who engages conversation everywhere that they go as well. So thank you, Jamie Hart. I will be cautious of that. And then I do appreciate the heads up. And then Mrs. VSNC09 is getting close to 2,900 subscribers. She'll be officially on the road to 3K. And then let me just see what we got going on with Queen Kitty Tarot right now. Let me see if I can do something about this actually right now. Let me just see if that is... Pardon me while I just look for something here for a second. Actually, I know what we'll do. We'll look at Queen Kitty Tarot. There's Michael's Adventures. He is sneaking in for a quick second. I'm not sure if he's able to hang out. Michael's Adventures has a birthday coming up on Monday, and we're going to see that channel featured that day. And then Michael's Adventures always make sure that we know that he's thinking about us on the days he can't be here just due to a work schedule. Thank you, Wellspear Productions, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. And that is for the Stock Explorer. So we're going to make their channel the next one that we look at. And that's a really generous thing to have done. I really do appreciate that. We've seen that many times. And the added bonus is that Wellspear Productions managed to snipe the Stream Boss position by doing that as well. So that's great. Queen Kitty Tarot has got 39 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know that the race to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as everybody's still doing as much as we can for each other, everybody is growing, hitting different milestones of different types. Get to the farm. Good to see you here. Oh, and Michael's Adventures can be with us. That's wonderful. Sometimes he can't, and he is an incredibly supportive creator who is here as both a beloved and dedicated moderator. So we're very happy when Michael's Adventures can be with us, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I can see I'm behind, but actually what I'm going to do is take one of your longer latest videos here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will help me catch up with you after the live stream today, and then hopefully we'll see Queen Kitty Tarot. The name has changed, I see. Okay, for the life of me, I can't remember what the original name of the channel was. And forgive me, it's going to take a minute for it to come to me. But this is a longtime friend of Superchatters. But it's great to have you back because I see some familiar faces on their front page. And I'm curious to see what you're going to be coming up with now for content on your channel. And then Junkyard Gamer celebrating on Monday as well. I'm just making a note for myself. I do that with pen and paper. So thank you, Queen Kitty Tarot, one more time for that super chat and your membership. I really do appreciate that. So next up is the Stock Explorer, and Wellspear Productions dropped a super chat for them, actually. The Stock Explorer is the newest addition to the Super Chat moderator squad as of today, as a matter of fact, and they have been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, of course. But the Stock Explorer is somebody who is here almost every single day. They support on all of my channels as often as they can. But much more than that, what I see in the Stock Explorer is that they are out supporting other creators just about all the time, everywhere that I go. They are literally one of the creators that seems to be everywhere all the time, and always engaging conversation. They really do participate in a lot of the live streams and premiere chats and things like that that go on. Now that's just speaking about the creator behind the channel, but what Nora seeks to do here is bring us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock markets and crypto markets. And they have everything from beginner tutorials talking about the fundamentals and helping us get down with the lingo to advanced topics like NFTs and options trading. Now, the Stock Explorer often has product in hand. I have seen this creator go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product, and then unbox that product on a live stream, which is really cool. They're very forthcoming about their own investments and stock positions, but as well, this creator brings us all three types of content: shorts, videos, and live streams. Some of those can include charts and graphs for us to see. Many involve friendly conversations with other StreamYard panelists as well. And then, yeah, hopefully you're doing okay, Queen Kitty Tarot. That's never a fun thing to have to go through, but we will be looking forward to your content. And then, you know, so the Stock Explorer is somebody who's been with Superchat for a long time. You'll notice we don't have a lot of moderators here. We actually have a core group of 8, 9, 10, and a few extras, but we have a group of creators who are here as often as they can be. And I haven't added a moderator in, I think, over a year now. But the Stock Explorer is somebody who is definitely a shining jewel in the Superchat family, and will be, I think, a wonderful addition and example as a moderator here in Superchat. So hopefully everybody will join us in congratulating them. It's an exciting thing because I make such a big deal about it all the time, right? But I think everybody will agree that Nora is a perfect candidate for the latest moderator. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from this creator where they're going to educate us about plant life, but as well get involved in a lot of challenges and growing different things. They happen to be in Florida, so they're able to grow a lot of different things year round, and I know they're getting involved in challenges and seed swaps. We might see them growing different things that wouldn't be typical, which will be very, very cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Nora on both of these channels, the Stock Explorer and Tropical Buzz. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up to see who's going to be next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then if anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuber Chat today, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and weeks ahead as a replay, because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm. So Jamie Hart is up next in about 3 minutes. Alright, we're back. Pardon me. We're back and we're looking at Jamie Hart. So this creator, I like going through their banner because they bring us a ton of variety. Jamie Hart brings us horror, Twin Peaks, movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and she happens to be a cat lover. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find on Jamie Hart's channel. This creator has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuber Chat for quite some time, as a matter of fact, and she's got a lot of fun things to see. There's a lot of music here more than anything else, I think, right? But Jamie Hart is also somebody who engages conversation, and I appreciate that as well. And then I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now because we're in the second half of the stream. We want to get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next hour and a half or so. Pardon me. And then if anybody has mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment in the chat, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Jamie Hart has 438 subscribers right now. We'd love to see them with 500 so that they can get that community tab happening. I am a big fan of the community tab and the power that that thing has. I promise you it has more impact than I believe most of us think it might. Sharing on the community tab is the #1 thing that I am thanked for on YouTube. So that's just a little hint for you. Great Farmer Freelance, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. They've dropped a highlighted milestone message, which has knocked a little bit of life off of our stream boss. But because Great Farmer Freelance is also a member, we've got them on the wheel right away. Shane also happens to be a fellow Canadian. And Queen Kitty Tarot, forgive me, I missed your question, but luckily Scratch and PPA caught that for you. Do we have access to the chat history after the live finishes? I turn the chats off on TuberChat. I used to keep them on, but they're off now. And I think that that actually has contributed to it being a little bit busier. Some of the things that you experiment with on your channel can be intended over a long period of time. So if you're somebody who live streams right now and then you start turning your chats off today, you're not going to see a change or impact for months ahead. And it's really difficult to measure whether people come to TuberChat because they know, like, you have to be there. Otherwise, you got to sit there and watch the whole stream or skip through it to get the names of the channels that are put up because the chat's not there. But that's part of it, right? Is, you know, TuberChat really has the best impact for creators while they're here. So I know it's possible to go through live chats, grab a bunch of people, or you can go through the comment section and this and that, but it doesn't have the same impact as connecting with people here, even though the margin of difference is so slim, if that makes sense. Emotion, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. And for that reason, we're going to put that channel up next. Warmstrong Adventures has been giving a lot of support to us both here in TuberChat and on our copyright-free music channel as well. If anybody hasn't already seen it, then we have a secondary channel where all the same music that you hear in the background of TuberChat is available as copyright-free music, and it's also available on all major platforms as well. But there's a virtual 24-hour stream running over there where you can go and connect with other creators the same way that we do here, and we have link drops where Nightbot has a simple command that you can put in to make that happen. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Warmstrong Adventures brings us on a cruise. We're looking forward to more content from this creator, but they have built up quite a bit of travel content from a cruise that they've taken us on and given us a bit of before, after, room review and things like that, as well as some activities. 193 subscribers, and this is a creator who, you know, constantly engages in the chat as well, and I appreciate that. Jeffrey and Goza, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I just spun the wheel, but we're actually going to look at Emotion's channel first. Now, he was celebrated with a birthday stream yesterday. And I'm just going to put something in the chat here for everyone. When I look for Emotion's channel, I type in Emotion New Soul. And the reason why is because New Soul R&B music is what we're going to find when we get to this official artist channel from this talented singer and songwriter. He brings us his original works in the form of music videos. Sometimes those are in compilations, and then he rounds out the channel with some more content in the form of shorts and reactions as well. He's got some members only content there. Now, of course, he's fully monetized, and there's super chats available and a newly revamped membership program as well, which is really cool to see. He's getting really close to 2,900 subscribers, and hopefully we can push him a little bit closer. That will see him officially on the road to 3K. And then, thank you so much, Junkyard Gamer. Yeah, our music, none of it has vocals, but that was just meant because more than anything else, when you're running any of the stuff behind a video or a live stream, you never have to worry about being sung over or spoken over. The intention is that we will never release music with vocals in the copyright-free format, right? So if I ever do anything with vocals, we'll do something different with that where it can't be confused or crossed over. Now, one of the things you'll notice about the music that you find on Emotion's channel is that if you haven't heard him before, when you hear him for the first time, you will likely believe that you've heard this artist in the past. And that's the way I felt when I first listened to his music. And he has a rich, soulful voice, but I believe that the reason why the music seems so familiar, even when he comes out with new material, is because the songwriting talent that comes along with years of experience is what really makes that music move. So as well, he has a second channel called Writing with Emotion New Soul, and this is where we get a behind the scenes look at how the music is made and the man behind the music as well. So I really enjoy this second complimentary channel to Emotion with 720 subscribers right now, and he rounds out this channel with some more compilation shorts and reaction videos as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him on both channels, and I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. The super fan, yeah. First Floor Audio, it seems to be. One of the things I really like, you know, you can never, I don't know if anybody can support everybody as much as we all wish that we could, right? But we try. And over time, I really enjoy getting to know creators and content. Somebody like Emotion is here as a member and a moderator. So, you know, I've had a good time getting to know them. We watch some of the personal details that people go through on the other social networks as well. That's one of the reasons, like I'm a big, almost a fan of social media. I know not everybody looks at it the same way, but I've just been on it since I was like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old or whatever. Like the internet was so fascinating to me, and I've always been there. So I really enjoy connecting with everybody and couldn't stop if I wanted to. Now it's far too late for me. But when we connect on the other social networks, it gives us a chance to see each other in a different aspect, not to mention have conversations outside of Tuber Chat. So I have a lot of creators that I talk to, either like we would say on the phone, it's actually WhatsApp or Instagram or Facebook, and then a lot of conversations that are text-based on Instagram as well. So anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. I love talking YouTube. This stuff never ends for me. I just talked on the phone with Nora yesterday, the Stock Explorer, for probably an hour. It seemed like it. And I was explaining, like, it doesn't stop. Like the conversation goes on and on and on and on. Mountain Maple Ranch, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And forgive me for not being sure if this is your first time with Tuber Chat. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And that actually is a great channel, Junkyard Gamer. No copyright sounds. I've been over there and I enjoy a lot of their stuff. They have a lot of great material on that channel. And then as well, we're looking at RC Nicole Outdoors. Now I can see I'm behind with this channel, but I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. They're already at 52, which means they're more than halfway on the road to the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than it's ever been, but we also know that as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like that first 100 all the time. So RC Nicole cool outdoors will likely have their 100 before they know it. And then as well, they love solo camping, cooking, and videography. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that's coming on this channel. And I'm just going to spin the wheel and we'll get another channel up here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm going to put up Runneth Over Garden and Life right now, but I know that I actually was supposed to have put up I Am Betty J Gathers. I spun the wheel, her name came up, and then I spun again. I didn't mean to do that. So we're gonna get I Am Betty J Gathers up as well, and then Inez Knows Tarot, is that the right way to pronounce that, is a second channel from Queen Kitty Tarot. I'm going to try to remember to show that whenever you're here. I know a lot of creators have multiple channels, and when they have more than two, sometimes I just stick to two, but I try to remember to show both channels when somebody's up. I don't get it all the time, but I try. So Runneth Over Garden and Life is up right now with 649 subscribers. You're gonna watch me laugh again. I can't even look at the page without getting ready to laugh now, because for those of you who've been here with Tuber Chat many times before, especially over the last few weeks, you've seen Runneth Over Garden and Life, and they have this video, and when I roll over it, you can see them laughing, and I can't help but literally start laughing just from the excitement that they have. These are a dynamic couple of creators, but you can tell that they're a ton of fun, obviously coming to us from the homesteading community of channels, and I find that we always have seem to have a lot of generous creators behind these channels, because when we talk about gardening, farming, ranching, fishing, camping, outdoors, and homesteading itself, it seems that a lot of the creators behind these channels, most if not all, have an instinctive nature to want to share knowledge and resources with each other, which is really, really cool. So there's a lot to be learned as well as entertained and inspired by on this channel. Runneth Over Garden and Life have been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Tuber Chat for quite some time. They were recently featured as well. So let's look now at I Am Betty J Gathers. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off for a moment, but you don't lose your place. It really is quick, and I will appreciate it greatly. Like I keep saying, even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time when I'm on a phone especially. I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list soon. We are literally just entering the second half of the stream for today. And then, yes, epic fail. I wonder how many mistakes I make that people don't notice as well. There's been many times where I've put names on the wheel, and during copying and pasting, it's very easy to accidentally delete a name. And things like that. We know that that's happened before as well. So hopefully we keep the mistakes to a minimum, but I promise I make as many as anybody else. If you were to see any of the videos I've ever produced, some of the biggest ones with literally now hundreds of thousands of views probably have just as many mistakes as anybody else. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't matter here on YouTube, thank goodness, right? We strive to get better, we strive to improve, but literally good enough can be good enough. Usually in no other circumstance would I use those words, but it is much better to put out content and get it out there than to worry about fine-tuning and polishing every single aspect of it, getting your Dolby sound and color corrected film and stuff like that. I don't think is always the most necessary thing, especially when growing a channel. So, I Am Betty J Gathers is here with 464 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that will see their community tab come out as well. And sorry I missed this. That's a conversation with Trish the Natural. She also happens to be a member here on Tuber Chat. I can't believe how far behind I've fallen with I Am Betty J Gathers. I'm going to take another video from you and put it in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. And thank you, Garden State Gardener. He will be getting ready tomorrow for Sunday Fun Day. The registration video is up on his channel right now. If anybody hasn't already connected to Garden State Gardener, I hope you will. Sunday Fun Day is full of a huge audience, often 100 people watching at a time. Lots of giveaways, and it is a really rapid-paced chat, so a lot of fun to be a part of. And then I Am Betty J Gathers is a powerhouse of energy and positivity. On her channel, she's been doing a ton of live streaming lately, but in her videos, lately she's been doing a lot of vlogs, but you will also find a lot of motivation for healthy living and healthy eating, including intermittent fasting. Here in Superchat, she is probably responsible for us gaining literally hundreds of thumbs up because of her friendly and energetic reminders, which I appreciate, not to mention her engagement in the chat as well. So Prometheus Silence is coming up right now. They happen to be a member, so they had already been added onto the wheel, of course. We'll see what they got going on their channel right this second. We've been looking at them frequently lately because they've been here often. So the 693 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 we know that they're thinking about. And then Silence, they're a Canadian YouTuber who loves to entertain and have fun while doing so. And then if you love to fun and love to laugh, their channel is for you. And they'll have a lot of video gameplay on their channel, but there could be a little bit more variety. Most of the videos are either short or longer live streams, which is cool to see. So I'm looking forward to more from this creator, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Prometheus Silence has been with us just about every single day lately as well. So that's wonderful too. Let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already... Oh, Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. I wondered if I did that. I almost said it too earlier. I ripped off Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs' chance to be on the wheel as well. I'm going to put them up next, right after Makeup Mom and Son. And thank God we're all family here, so everybody can be patient with me and very forgiving. I will appreciate it greatly. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have been friends of Superchat for a long time, actually. Very supportive creators. Backlash Fisherman, good to see you in the house. They also happen to be a member. Backlash Fisherman does a ton of live streaming and other things on their channel, of course. I'm just getting them onto the wheel right now. Makeup Mom and Son is coming up. She happens to be a moderator and a gold member. And that means we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as her link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. You can tell that I've had a very busy couple of weeks. Forgive me, because that's just an excuse. It's true, but some of you may not know, but I actually work outdoors Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and it takes me away from the computer, and I've started a new project that literally took up every moment of my time over the last couple of weeks. We're all busy, you know, and I can't be more busy than anybody else, but I just have had an overwhelming couple of weeks. But I can't believe, even with our moderators, I've fallen behind. But again, I know everybody is very forgiving and generous and considerate, so I will take advantage of that for today. Makeup Mom and Son, I've just dropped a video into my catch-up list just to make sure that I get caught up today. And then Makeup Mom and Son does a lot of variety on her channel. She's had some great success with shorts, as a matter of fact, hitting up to, I believe, 37,000 views. And then as well, she does a ton of variety on this channel. She is always considering new things to bring to the audience, but this creator is so supportive to others. I haven't told this story in a while, but when we go back to the beginning of Makeup Mom and Son live streaming, which has to be beyond a year ago now, this creator had a stream that went on for what I believe was over 4 hours and rated 3 times in her very first one. That kind of speaks volumes about the generosity of this creator, the support that she gives to others, that it would come back that way. Now, she does a ton of variety on her channel. Sometimes it's random live streams where she's literally having friendly conversation. Sometimes it's interviews with other creators. I've been honored to have been a part of that series of videos with her. A lot of product reviews and unboxings. There's a lot of beauty on this channel, but a lot of food as well, and treats and different monthly subscription boxes. And like I said, she's mixing those up, which is really cool to see as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. Makeup Mom and Son now has over 1,500 subscribers and is halfway on the road to 1,600, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. When we look at Caden Plays It, we see another channel from the son of Makeup Mom and Son. So we're looking forward to some new content from this creator, but they've already brought us a bit of video gameplay, and then as well product reviews, and some shorts have started, which is great. We want to encourage this young creator by pushing their channel up, hopefully towards and maybe even up and over the 40 that they're thinking about right now, a little bit farther on the road to their first 100. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is coming up next, so forgive my mistake with Wheel of Doom as well. Hopefully that happens less than I think it does. But Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs have been with Superchat for quite some time as well. So I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take your Lazy Sunday video and we'll get some advice from them on what's a good way to spend that time. And then with well over 1,000 subscribers, they're actually on the way to 1,100. They are in Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. And they're a dynamic and energetic family, plus 2 cats and 3 dogs. They love bringing us on their adventures from cooking, traveling, and all-out fun and entertainment. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But I also know that Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs are extremely supportive to others. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams myself trying to support creators, I run into them constantly. I'm sure you will too after you connect with them. So, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Scratch and PPA is coming up right now, and this is a creator who is responsible for me beginning to use the term seems to be everywhere all the time when I describe other creators, because Scratch and PPA, for anybody who has already met this creator, will definitely vouch for the fact that we literally don't know how he does it. Not just supporting other creators, showing up for premieres, live streams, and commenting on videos, but always being able to engage conversation and literally watches what he's going through, not just, you know, running videos. I run a lot more than I watch, I'll be honest with you right now. But Scratch and PPA just continues to amaze after all this time with how much unbelievable, truly dedicated support that he gives to other creators. So that's just a part of what brings Scratch and PPA to the idea of being a shining jewel in the Superchat family. When you see his video production or the presentation on the channel, you will likely be inspired as well, because he does an incredible job of marrying in the outside social networks to build an interactive video series where you get to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. It is definitely a unique channel in the lottery ticket scratching genre and community of channels. He premieres every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, and if you're able to make it to one of these premieres, you will find a chat that runs faster than Superchat, faster than most you've seen on YouTube. It rivals those of Hilda DC or Garden State Gardener, and it is a really wild and fun chat to be in. So I hope you'll join us. Many of us have alarms on our phones. Some of us even message each other to make sure that we don't miss Scratch and PPA's premieres. And again, they're always at 12:15, yes, every Tuesday. So hopefully everybody will join us this week when we get there. Usually Pete has his premiere set up by today, but I'm sure we'll see that by tomorrow. We're actually running Tuber Chat a bit early today. Janet Homestead, where you are, thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member. And are dropping a highlighted milestone message. I might have to get everybody to pardon me just for a quick second. He's always having encounters with Woody and Wendy. Pete is the one person who deserves less than everybody else to be interactive with Woody and Wendy. You'll have to head to Hilda DC's channel to see what on earth we're talking about. I'm going to get you to pardon me for a second and we'll be right back. And Backlash Fisherman is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on for today. Backlash Fisherman is somebody who does a lot of live streaming. First floor audio. Backlash Fisherman is here right now. Now, this creator brings us a lot more than fishing. They do a ton of live streaming. Look at these things just about every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them many times, not as often as I wish. This one here was something that I ran as a replay, but when I was playing around with my what's it called, playlist, it ended up going back to the beginning of the video here. Sometimes when you see a red line like this, you know, a full red line under a video means somebody has watched it, but often when you see a red line like this, it can mean a few different things. Maybe the creator went back to give you a comment after they watched it, and then because they didn't watch it a second full time, it doesn't go back. It's a really weird thing, but that's okay. But Backlash Fisherman does a ton of live streaming, and they're always engaging to the chat. They always have a lively audience and engaged conversation there as well. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and almost 1,200 subscribers. So I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Right now we see all three types of content from this creator, including shorts, videos, and the live streams that I'm talking about. So let's spin the wheel. Bonnie Rose, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They've been a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. It's good to have you back in the chat. Derek's Journey is coming up next. This creator wants to motivate us with fitness first, and their family has started a second channel. We'll look at that when we get this one up here. Derek's Journey has a lot of featured channels on their front page, and we talked about this earlier, but it's a wonderful almost collaboration you could do with other creators that I do recommend. Derek's Journey is fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Pardon me, I can hear I'm screaming at the camera. Got to take it easy. Those of us who live stream, I moved the camera. It's just another half a foot farther away from me right now, and I use I can't show it to you. I use a Razer Kaio, and what this does, I'm using the camera part of it now. I wasn't using that before, but it's actually a webcam, a ring light, and a microphone all in one. It connects on one USB. But I find myself yelling at it, and a lot of times when we're live streaming, particularly outdoors, it can be common to raise your voice or start yelling or almost screaming at the microphone. You want to just be cautious of that because your voice isn't going to last as long as you wish, and we see that here on Tuber Chat occasionally as well. Now, Derek's Journey, when we get into the content, we see that this creator wants to motivate us with fitness first, but they actually give us a great look at their family life behind the channel as well. They take us on adventures. They do a lot of product reviews and taste test challenges lately. Derek's Journey does an incredible job of motivating other creators into challenges. You'll be impressed by the video editing skills here too, and the fun that he has almost in a WWE or UFC type presentation of their fitness challenges with other creators as well. I'm going to head over to their homepage again. You can see the second channel, which is called You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. We're going to see the same challenges from Derek's Journey performed by this part of the Derek's Journey family, but then as well, they promise to bring us a lot more variety on their channel as well, so hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Coastal Water, thank you for coming in. They happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right now. Let's spin, and we'll get another channel up on the screen. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel from our chat list right now because we've already gone for almost an hour and a half and haven't I think it is an hour and a half actually, and haven't added any yet. Today's been an overwhelmingly busy day. Rich Cat Ranch is coming up right now. This is Richer and Kathy. And I know that from watching their introduction video. They did an incredible job on that. They've got their Monday, is it Friday? Friday live stream. Yes, they do live streams on Fridays. I always am not able to catch these. But I've got a notification on. I'm recommending to everybody to set notifications for everything you see, whether they are live streams or premieres, whether or not you think you can make it at the scheduled time, just because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the algorithm. Not for nothing, Homestead is on the wheel. First Floor Audio is coming up, and Digging for Health will be next. And then I'll get some more names after a little while. And Rich Cat Ranch is a family of creators, really, that has a lot of different types of animals for us to see around their property. They do a lot of different types of videos, actually. I enjoy some of those, where did they go? The Sunday Shorts videos. I'm just going to take the latest one and put it in my catch-up list. But these are just compilations of shorts, almost like a TikTok-style compilation. But they've got some shorts videos on the channel as well. So all three types of content here, and of course they're fully monetized. So lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Struggling with my voice now. I really gotta try to drag it out for the next hour. First Floor Audio is coming up. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. What they seek to do is bring us music while they stream. I've caught them a couple of times, and they tend to be singing. I've got a 500 subscriber special live stream set up for tonight, about 4 or 5 hours from now. And I'm just going to hit their About page for a quick second here. Singer, songwriter, self-taught musician, and they're creating, writing, sequencing original and popular music. Each week they challenge themselves to write a piece of music live, which is really, really cool. They sing people's names as a hello. That's just a part of the fun that you'll find when you get there. Let's Try Gardening is in the house. Good to see you here. Forgive me if I've missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. And then as well, First Floor Audio has long passed that 500 subscribers. Their community tab should be popping up any day now. It's usually 7 days after you lock in that 500, but we'll be looking forward to that, and you can see a lot of their music on their channel as well. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Yes, I want to know, possibly. I actually, what we did, Tuber Chat, you know, I'm very grateful to everybody because we are very busy now. You know, it's always busy in Tuber Chat. You might be interested to know that over 100 channels will come through almost every single day on Tuber Chat. Now 5 to 10 of those are brand new. But we tried to extend the streams out to 3 hours for a week or two. But my voice just couldn't take it. By the time we got around to Monday, it was just too much and I couldn't make it through the last 3 hours. So we've capped them at 2.5. We get to as many channels as we can every day. We'll do the same thing today. We've still got a while to go. For the life of me, I have to remember how long we actually have. I think it's 45 minutes. When did we go on? We went on at 12:45, and we just passed 1:45. Maybe we haven't been on as long as I think we have yet. Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember. Let me look at the thing. Now my brain doesn't want to work. 94 minutes ago. So we've got about an hour to go, which kind of makes sense. Great Farmer Freelance is in the house. We went on at 12:15 Eastern. My dear goodness, why can't I? Why can't I think? Great Farmer Freelance is dropping a super chat on us. Thank you for that. For that reason, that channel is going to be up next. I usually don't start later. I try to be on time always, but today just hooking up the equipment and stuff like that. Again, I've moved so many things around and haven't got it 100% figured out yet. How to keep things consistent. Like, so for instance, you might be happy to know, it's too bad Lenny the Lawyer Live is not here right now, but there's the Stream Deck. And you can't see because the buttons I'm using are actually green. But I'm actually using it to switch the scene. So when we go to back in a moment, and then we go to the main scene and stuff like that, that's done by the Stream Deck now. But the problem is, I don't know why, every time I unplug and plug it back in, I have to reset it. And I don't know if that's just because it's being plugged into a different USB port. I'm not being considerate about making sure every single thing goes back into the exact same port, but that might be a part of all of this. So I'll try to do a tutorial for everybody someday when I figure that out 100%, but it's something to consider. If you have a mobile system where you're going from location to location, it might be very important to make sure that some of these things are done. If that's not the case, I'll figure out what it is and share with everybody as well. And then, yeah, Stock Explorer, this thing's been sitting there since Christmas, and I just finally started using it this past week or two. I did the unboxing part of the video, but I haven't done the setup and review part of it. I still got to do that too. I wanted to use it once or twice to have a clue what I was talking about before I did that. Charlene Heel is in the house, and she's actually got 2 channels. You notice Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. We'll look at that in a moment. The J. Jordan, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And I start singing it now. Yeah, Not For Nothing Homestead. People have heard me sing a couple of times. If you go to Garden State Gardener's channel, you can see me sing over there. That's pretty entertaining. Charlotte Heel has almost 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and help them hit that milestone. They are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there on their channel, they bring us natural healing, coaching, and transformation with all 3 types of content, including video, shorts, and live streams. I'm just going to take, I've got the time to run this long replay. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list right now. I'm going to hop into her second channel, Conscious Business Services and Opportunities. And this is where she promises to bring us the same motivation and encouragement with the added bonus to build wealth. And Jamie Hart's making me laugh. I have to go do adult stuff right now. And it's so funny because you see me here on Superchat, for those of you who are here most of the time, and you see me, you know, wearing a lot of t-shirts, right? Some have been given to me by other creators, and a lot of them are ones that I had printed and things like that, and I mix them up. But, and I do wear t-shirts most of the time, but it's funny because sometimes I'll do something else, like a new Friday night project I'm doing on my personal channel, and I will literally say the words, oh gosh, I have to go and dress like an adult now. And I find it kind of amusing when we say those things. We're going to go and do adult stuff, but Jamie Hart's making me laugh. So Conscious Business Services and Opportunities has 288 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. These replays are extremely long, the last few that you've got, but I'm going to take a chance and grab one of these anyway. Hopefully I'll get through it in the next 24 hours. And then Great Farmer Freelance is meant to come up next. We'll see what they've got going on. They, excuse me, dropped a super chat on us. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Shane from Great Farmer Freelance has done that many times before. He is a fellow Canadian and is only, actually, he's in Nova Scotia, so I guess it's a little bit farther of a walk than I would have expected. But, Great Farmer Freelance comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and he actually has a serious morning live stream series going on. If you look at this Great Farmer Morning, he's on episode 124 right now, and it's interesting to me because it's about 6 months ago. It could be getting on 7 months now, but Great Farmer Freelance had started their channel, and I remember very clearly Shane always being an incredibly grateful and humble creator, very thankful of, you know, the support being given by other creators. But I remember specifically him talking about, you know, being a beginner and having a lot to learn. I remember specifically in a live stream him saying, like, don't give me a wrench, I'm not, you know, ready for that yet. Whereas now, if you are to visit one of these live streams, you are going to see an incredibly engaged audience, and it's almost impossible for anybody to imagine now, I believe, a day where Great Farmer Freelance wasn't the host that he is now, with a StreamYard full of panelists and very engaging conversation. So I hope everybody will connect with him, see what on earth I'm talking about. I'm just going to take one of your replays as well. I'm getting a lot of these live long replays right now for my catch-up list, so I'll get through as much as I can in the next 24 hours and beyond. Great Farmer Freelance now is getting close to 900 subscribers. We'd love to see them officially on the road to 1K, and they're bringing us all 3 types of content, including shorts and videos in between those live streams. Thank you, Digging for Health, and your channel's already on the wheel. We'll look at it briefly when it comes up. And Not For Nothing Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. And yes, so 45 minutes we've got to go. Not For Nothing Homestead is here. They've been here frequently lately with 67 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 70, maybe even up and over that milestone if we can. I'm just going to grab their latest video, put that in my catch-up list as well. That's a perfect video to connect with them with. If anybody hasn't already got Not For Nothing Homestead, their latest video is 3 minutes 28 seconds. It's a perfect video. We're always watching videos that are over 3 minutes and always watching from beginning to end. His Word, good to see you here. They are a member, so we're adding them onto the wheel. And then Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is here as a member as well, so we've got them on the wheel also. Not For Nothing Homestead is an 18-acre perpetual adventure, and every day there are more things to add, more things to maintain, and more things to fix. So they want to bring their experience to us in the same mentality that I kind of talked about earlier with a lot of creators behind these homesteading channels, where they have this natural instinct to want to share knowledge and resources so we can help avoid some of the mistakes that are made and learn about tips and tricks that might make things easier or faster for us. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is in the house. I believe they are still a member with their gaming and live stream channel. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder is an extremely supportive creator that I've been connected to for probably 2.5 years. She Stole My Thunder is in the house. They also happen to be a member. We always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you here as well. That's another homesteading channel that put a lot of consideration into their name. So it takes a moment, I think, to understand what that channel might be by looking at the name, but they come up #1 in the search results and likely always have. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in another moment. Actually, what we're going to do is take a break for another 3 minutes, and then when we come back, we're going to look at Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. Alright, we're back and looking at Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream. This is just one of 4 channels from this creator. We'll look at his main channel in another moment. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, thank you for coming in. And Snowboy, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one. And follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. When we look at Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream, we see a creator with over 3,000 subscribers. Now, when I see channels with that high of a sub count, I usually say there's much to be learned from these creators as well as entertained and inspired by. Now, Kid Wonder behind this channel is a creator I've been connected to for well over 2.5 years, probably getting closer to 3 years. He was so unbelievably supportive to me in the beginnings of my small YouTuber journey. I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years before I found creators like this. But he was supportive all the way along, especially when Superchat was conceived as an idea, when I started building it up. He was the very first channel chosen out of the Superchat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Superchat. Now we're on episode 457. So you can imagine that when, you imagine to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or 2 down the road. And Kid Wonder is one of those creators for me, but somebody who always engages when they're here. As a matter of fact, just a couple of months ago, we collaborated on this channel, and I played against Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream in a game of 8-ball pool that you see. That's just one of the games that he plays on this channel. So if you want, you can search that out. It's Kid Wonder versus Superchat, and it's on this channel. But I'm going to show you his main channel as well, that's also monetized. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. Now, he's got another couple of channels, but I'll leave it to you to find them when you get there. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, thank you so much for the highlighted milestone message. He has sniped the Stream Boss position, and that's the video game life meter under my camera there. Every Super Chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the Stream Boss. The last person to take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. You'll notice that those highlighted milestone messages knock life off of the Stream Boss as well, and those are a bonus that YouTube gives all the members once per month on any channel where they're enabled. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has over 18,000 right now. They're fully monetized on this channel as well, with super chats and memberships available when we get there. It's pure variety over here, but he does a ton of live streaming and all 3 types of videos, as you can see, with shorts and videos in between the live streams. Next up is going to be Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. This is another creator who gives an unbelievable amount of support, especially here in Superchat and in our copyright-free music channel where they hang out all the time. Uniqueness, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We've seen that channel before. I think they're actually a longtime friend of Superchat, so it's good to have you back in the chat, and hopefully you're doing well and ready to meet some more friends and family members. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is somebody who brings fun everywhere she goes, and this is the creator behind the channel. Jen is the most prominent creator in this family, but as well, they talk about the ideas. Let me see what they mentioned here. They moved their family of 5 to California from California to north central Arkansas in August 2021. Now they are country living, food growing, chicken raising, homeschooling, and enjoying God's creation. But they do a lot of different things. So they say they might be cooking, might be singing, might be building stuff for hours, camping, painting, climbing rocks. They do all kinds of different things. That's the truth over here. But Good Times Homestead is another creator who always engages conversation and, like I said, brings fun everywhere that they go. So I hope everybody will connect with them. We'd like to push them towards the 400 that they're thinking about. And yes, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More, grab the Stream Boss position essentially for free. For those highlighted milestone messages that affect the Stream Boss, like Super Chats and memberships do, are available to anybody with a membership on a channel if they are enabled, right? And I think they're enabled by default. And then it flies through the chat like a super chat, but it doesn't cost any extra money, so it's kind of cool. And the added bonus, of course, is that stream boss position. So Sam's Vlogs Trains and More will get some extra exposure for that reason. And the Wheel of Doom has chosen Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. He's here as a moderator and a member. As a matter of fact, he's been a dear friend to me for a very long time. All of our moderators are dear friends of each other. They all have been for a long time as well. They all have channels of their own and they all do different things. But they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members on their channels when you get there for premieres and live streams. Mr. Bubbles, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is approaching 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I can see I'm just about to fall behind with him as well. I'm just going to take this latest Milton Keynes. Is that how you pronounce that? Keynes? I'm going to learn from Sam today. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up. And Sam's Vlogs Trains and More brings a lot of variety on their channel. Now, there are a lot of train videos. He might be on a train itself or giving us a look around or in a station. Or he might be taking a trip, and he gives us a lot of tips and tricks for our own trade travels as well. This creator does a lot of random live streams, but he also does Q&As and game nights, and is somebody who's willing to hop in on other people's StreamYards and share content that way as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find on Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. He is fully monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And the Bud Files is coming up. Let's see what they have got going on their channel. They are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. They take us to graveyards and abandoned places, as well as ghost towns, and there's a bit more variety on the channel as well. So look at this, ammunition bunker cabin. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm just going to take that video, put it in my catch-up list here, and the Bud Files have been extremely supportive creators. Keynes, there you go. Yes, thank you, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. I was trying to convince myself that I've heard of that before, and I don't know if I have. The Bud Files is getting close to 700 subscribers. They're well beyond 600 right now. We'd love to see them hit that next milestone. But this is an incredibly supportive channel. Now, they're here in Tuber Chat almost every live stream, especially lately. But when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly supporting other creators as well. So if anybody in the house right now would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. His Word is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. His Word has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time here in Tuber Chat. They seek to motivate us in a spiritual way. They often have an engaged conversation going on during their live streams, but they bring all three types of content, including shorts and videos in between the live streams. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them. Pardon me, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And we would love to push them a little bit closer to the 1,400 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. We're gonna watch for She Stole My Thunder, who is a longtime member here on Tuber Chat. And this is another incredibly supportive creator as well. So when I'm out trying to support others, I run into them regularly. Oh, there you go. Yes, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. It makes sense. Okay. Forgive me, like I was saying earlier today, I run a lot more videos than I watch, to be honest with everybody. But yeah, that's likely the case. A lot of times I'm running playlists, but listening while I'm working on other stuff as well. I'm lucky enough to work on a computer. I consider it lucky. It's my happy place is surrounded by computer screens and things. But when I'm working on a computer, I can often have a playlist running where I'm kind of glancing over but listening at the same time. That's an example. The bud files must be possible to find. We don't drop links here because the more we search, find, and click on everybody, the more channels will rise up the search results, and YouTube will eventually do a better job of predicting when we're looking for that particular, the bud files. YouTube might be trying to misspell for you because the word bud has the 2 D's in it for the bud files, but we insist on everybody searching, finding, and clicking on each other because it's a great service to each other, and when you have trouble finding a channel, that's the ones that need it the most, so we can really help them by looking. But I have faith you'll find it without too much trouble. It's probably, like I said, YouTube trying to misspell for you. You have to let YouTube know, no, I'm looking for the bud files. So She Stole My Thunder is here with over 1,200 subscribers, well on the way towards 1,300 now. They've got a lot of featured channels on their front page. We've talked about that a couple of times today. I can see I'm behind with this creator, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I'm just going to take this book review and unboxing, add that into my catch-up list, and they insist on mentioning that they review books, movies, and art, but there's a lot more variety on this channel as well. You can see, like, for instance, they're talking about Reddit over here. They've got some other random live streams, which is really cool. But She Stole My Thunder is somebody who always engages conversation, and like I said, somebody who I run into often supporting other creators. And then yes, actually, that's a great idea. I want to know is putting quotes around the things around the channel names really does help. And pardon me, when you my voice is just about had it. When you put quotes around the names of a channel, it can be a step farther. So thank you for that. I want to know. It really does help when we're looking for a channel because YouTube is trying to guess what you might be looking for, and the search results get better as time goes on. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel up here. I'm really going to move through channels now because we've just got another maybe 25 minutes left to go. I have to be on time today. Even though I started late, we'll go an extra 15 minutes. But then we've got to get moving. Ali's Crafts Pursuits is coming up right now. This creator brings us a lot of crafting on their channel as well as a lot of video gameplay and all 3 types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. You'll notice when we look on the videos tab, we actually see the video games that she's played, and some of those involve crafting, which is really, really cool, like this one, Cross Stitch World. She's got a couple of other popular ones like Cookie Jam and Candy Crush, of course. And I can't remember what level I ever got to on Candy Crush. I still do love that game. I love Match 3 games. But when I play Candy Crush, what happens now, I might have got, I believe it was somewhere over level 300 or something like that. I played it for years. And then at some point I just stopped, and then now what I do is I delete the app and put it back on, and then I start from 0 again, and I never really get that far anymore. My patience seems to have disappeared. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Ali's Crafts Pursuits. This is another creator who is unbelievably supportive. She supports on all of my channels. The reason why I mention that is so that you can understand what kind of support you're going to get back from this creator after you connect with her. With over 1,100 subscribers, we'd love to push Ali's Crafts Pursuits a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that she's going to be thinking about. Digging for Health is coming up right now. They might have taken off already. They said they were going earlier, but I did say we were going to look at their channel briefly. This is one of the benefits, right? Like, for instance, I know we put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but once you're on the wheel, you're on the wheel, right? If somebody has to go, we just go through their channel really quickly, and I could see that Digging for Health's been posting frequently, but I've fallen behind again. So I'm just grabbing another video from them, putting it in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit and hopefully not fall any farther behind. Oh, and then Cosmic Cultivators can still hit 200 on Tetris. I love Tetris. Love, love, love Tetris. And then 2,000 in Candy Crush. My dear goodness. I didn't even know that they went up that high. At some point, they split into 2 worlds, and then they added that owl guy. And I used to laugh so much. That owl character used to get stressed out and start dancing around and jumping and everything. And now I see that Candy Crush, if somebody was brand new trying to play that game for the first time, the game's full of features and buttons and windows and all kinds of things pop up, whereas I preferred it when it was simple. Most of you may not know, but I also happen to be a computer programmer as well. The dream is to eventually have a video game development company. So that's what I'm doing here. That's what all this stuff is for, is to make way for the next move. And if I can, eventually, what will happen sometime in the near future is I've already put a few apps on the App Store. They're just terrible, but I'm going to rip them down and put up some real stuff someday soon. But what will happen is a video game company will make a lot of the classic games, for instance, but without the complicated extra features that I think just, all they do is complicate the games. I could be wrong. Maybe people really enjoy all the different challenges and races and different connecting and stuff like that, but we'll see. But Candy Crush will be one that I'll be happy to copy at some point. And Pool, yes, 8-Ball Pool is the one that I played with Kid Wonders Gaming and live stream on his channel. So Digging for Health has 741 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 800 that they're thinking about. If anybody has the ability to give a thumbs up that hasn't already, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. We're doing great right now at 84. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second. I will appreciate it greatly. Janet Homestead, where you are, is here with over 600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. And pardon me, I'm just yelling through the house here. Michael's Adventures has played Candy Crush as well. Michael's Adventures has a few slot games on his channel as well, as a matter of fact. That's part of the dream too, is to get into those. It's become something that's a little bit too saturated now. I don't know if there's going to be room by the time I get there anymore. In Ontario, Canada, where I live, we have a lot of casinos, but they're springing up more and more and more, and they just legalized online casinos as well. So we actually have ones that are based in our province that you can play online. So the idea of like casino games has just exploded. The Super Chat game, yeah, wouldn't it be wonderful? All About Life with Colleen, good to see you here. And then Janet Homestead, where you are, has an interesting concept for a channel. This creator was actually featured on Super Chat recently. And what they're talking about is the idea of engaging in homesteading type activities no matter where you live or where you are, right? We don't have to have acres and acres of forestry or, our own lake or pond or any of that stuff. You can engage in a lot of these activities that can be great for preparedness or self-sufficiency, and certainly for saving money, not to mention sharing with others, right? So here's an example how to save money on groceries by buying in bulk. I'm just going to take their latest video. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with this channel. 605 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Coastal Water, we're going to see what they've been up to for the last little while as well. And then I'm just looking at something in another window here. You'll have to pardon me for a quick second. Coastal Water has 226 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. I'm going to get some names onto our wheel from our chat list in a second here, as a matter of fact. Let's see what I can do about that. Where to Begin Homestead, hopefully is still with us. I should check these out actually. Actually, I'll refresh a page. We'll worry about that in a second. Coastal Water. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to grab one of your latest videos and put this in my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. There's so much to listen when waves speak. And then, hello, my mermaids. It's interesting. This is how people can draw an audience into their world, right? When you think about a video game, I know not everybody will have played Grand Theft Auto, but you notice they make a play on all the different types of buildings and things in the popular cities that we might be familiar with, but they change those so they're kind of drawing us into their world. Or another example is like Lady Gaga is somebody who has a collection now of fans, like mega fans that are considered Lady Gaga's little monsters. I don't know if she calls them that anymore, but you know, there's a network of like 200,000 of these people who have an inside track to Lady Gaga and this and that, but they really get into the world of being like a Lady Gaga monster, and a few other people have done things like this. But Coastal Water seems to be doing a good job of leading into the idea of bringing people into their channel for an immersive experience. So I'm looking forward to getting to know this channel a little bit better. I know they've been with us for a long time now. Over time, I like to get to know channels and content by watching videos and hanging out in live streams, but I also enjoy getting to know creators as well, and that can happen on the outside social networks if anybody wants to connect. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. So Where to Begin Homestead might not still be here. The Christian Magician, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody will be willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning has actually been here from the beginning of the stream. And the Christian Magician, I really appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're, you've been watching, or even if you've been waiting for a while, even if you're just coming by to say hello quickly or give a thumbs up. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe, and these creators bring us a lot of beauty, and they do that in a couple of traditional ways. So product reviews and unboxings, but as well sometimes they'll give us a list of some of their favorite products, or give us a look that we can duplicate if we'd like to do that. And they bring all three types of content on the channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. The Servant David Show, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, we're going to put that channel up next, and then we'll get back to spinning our wheel, and I'm going to get a couple more names for our wheel from our chat list in a moment as well. The Servant David Show. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then thank you, the Servant David Show, for the share as well. For anybody that has shared, I really do appreciate that. Of course, the Servant David Show wants to motivate us in a spiritual way, and I'm just going to take your Happy Elevation Friday from yesterday, put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. With 1,400 subscribers, they're actually moving a little bit closer to the 1,500 that they're thinking about right now. And then featured in your latest video, my goodness, thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, I don't watch videos right away, but what I'm going to do, let me just skim over this for a quick second here. See, they're doing a lot of shout-outs, right? So I'm just going to take this video and add it into a special playlist that I've got that will put it on our front page. There's Super Chat right there with a lot of other familiar faces as well. So thank you for that. I'm going to add this video Let me see how I can do this. Save into, I've got it in my catch-up list to watch, but I'm also going to put this into creator shout-out videos, and you'll notice on our front page I've got a shelf for anybody that makes videos like that where Tuber Chat is included. As well, I've got my notification on for your latest premiere, and I really do appreciate that extra generosity, so thank you for that. And thank you for your super chat. I'm going to get back to spinning the wheel now, and we'll get as many channels on the screen as we can. Cali King 916 is coming up in a moment, and I'm going to see what I can do about adding another couple of names onto the wheel. Cali King 916 is an incredibly supportive creator who often enjoys engaging conversation everywhere that they go as well. And I want to know is coming up on the screen. And Cali King 916 has over 1,500 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,600 that we know that they're thinking about. They give us a real-world look at Sacramento, California, with all three types of content, primarily shorts and live streams. They started with car meets or car shows and things like that, but they've actually brought us for more of a look around their home location, which is really cool to see as well. All About Life with Colleen, I'm just going to get you onto our wheel, and I'm going to get the Christian Magician on there as well. If there's anybody in the house that's watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all. We'll get you on there right away. I'm going to drop a link for our copyright-free music channel where everybody can go and continue connecting after Tuber Chat. If you'd like to, and meeting more friends and family members, I have to make sure I go on time today. But this channel runs 24 hours so that you can continue to meet more friends and family members. And there's link drops that are done by Nightbot there with a simple command as well. All About Life with Colleen is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. Over 1,200 subscribers. They're well on the road towards 1,300. And then All About Life with Colleen. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take Canada's largest premium picnic, and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up just the smallest bit. Get to the Farm is still in the house. I've got you on the wheel right now. And then JD Knight 7. Oh, Jeremy D-Day, did I not add you? I should have had JD Knight 7 added a long time ago. Jeremy D-Day is a member and has been for a long time, but he's been with me for about 2.5 years. Thank you, The Servant David Show, for that membership. I really do appreciate that. We will ensure that your channel is added to the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat, unlike the mistake we made today with Jeremy D-Day. And that will go on as long as you have that membership, so I appreciate that. Moo Bay, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. All About Life with Colleen is from the beautiful island of Jamaica. They currently reside in Canada, but they will explore various aspects of life as they enjoy many different things. Nature lover, foodie, passionate about inspiring others, and they love to travel, so we're going to get to see all of that on their channel, which is really, really cool. So let's spin the wheel. We get another channel on the screen. And JD Knight 7, thank goodness the wheel is in your favor right now, so they've got JD Knight 7 coming up. I specifically remember saying hi to Jeremy D-Day. I thought I put you on the wheel. Jeremy D-Day is another creator who supports on all of my channels. This is JD Knight 7. He's got 2 channels, and he's been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. You wonder to yourself who's still going to be with you a year or 2 down the road, and after 450 episodes of Tuber Chat, JD Knight 7 is still with us with both channels, supporting as much as he can. Herman the Great, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. JD Knight 7 has got over 4,400 subscribers. I'm just going to grab their latest video. They're posting just about every day lately, and then I'm going to show you Jeremy D-Day, where he brings us a different type of variety. We'll see what Jeremy D-Day has got going on. 557 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit closer to the 600 that we know he's thinking about here. And JD Knight 7 is pure variety, but like I said, they love to support. So I run into them constantly, engaging conversation in other people's channels as well. Oh, and then Queen Kitty Tarot, the community tab comes after you have 500 subscribers. It usually comes 7 days after you get your 500 locked in. So we know that YouTube plays games with our numbers, but sometimes you can hit a milestone like 500, and after a few days you might slip back below to 495 or something like that. But once you really have 500 subscribers, on the 7th day is when YouTube will just pop your community tab up. You just wake up one day and it's there, and then you'll be able to use that. But it's a real help. I am a big advocate for using the community tab. It's the #1 thing that I'm thanked for on YouTube, as a hint. So Annabelle TV is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on their channel for today. Annabelle TV brings fun everywhere she goes. A little bit of comedy comes with that as well. MLW Fishing Man, good to see you in the house. Annabelle TV has almost well over 600 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards 700. They bring a lot of mukbang style challenges, but they do some gardening, and they bring other variety on their channel, like these StreamYard panels as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy this variety. And like I said, fun and comedy comes in everything Annabelle TV does, including shorts, videos, and live streams on the channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Queen Kitty Tarot, it'll likely be sooner than that for you. You're making me laugh. But lots of creators. You know, the more we do for others, the more people do for us, and then the faster we grow. You hear that in the stories that I tell about different creators here on Superchat all the time. But soon enough, you will get that 500, and you'll find that things seem to move faster the farther along you go, right, as it makes sense. TWT-TV is a longtime friend of Superchat. That's also Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. It's good to see you here. And then Herman the Great, thank you so much for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, Herman the Great is going to come up right now. As we always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members are added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So Herman the Great is up with 2,600 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 3,000 that they're soon going to be thinking about, or at least the 2,700 that they're working on today. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take your latest stream replay and put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. And Herman the Great is another creator who brings fun everywhere that they go. They recently reset and restarted their channel, so it's great to see them moving along so quickly. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Hilda DC is coming up. This is one of the most positive and encouraging creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube. She's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. Hilda DC posts almost every single day. Those can be premieres or live streams. She often does mukbang style challenges and product reviews. But Hilda DC does a ton of live streaming and is somebody who will hop in on other people's StreamYard panels as well as have people up with her. She's fully monetized, of course, with super chats and memberships available when we get there. And Hilda DC, one of the things you'll recognize about this creator right away on her channel is the positivity and encouragement and motivation. She constantly has positive affirmations running through the productions, and that can be from the creator herself, or she even gets the robots involved or special effects on the screen. With 1,900 subscribers, she's officially on the road to 2K, and I'm hoping we can push her a little bit closer. Wellspear Productions is coming in. I forgot to mention it, but yes, we knew that they would be able to snipe the stream boss position again with that, and that'll give them a fresh start likely for tomorrow as well. Wellspear Productions just dropping another super chat on us. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. And that's for our copyright-free music channel where everybody can go whenever you would like and meet more friends and family members. I'm going to leave Superchat running for an extra 3 minutes after we get through the next few channels so that you can clean up your connections here before we go over there, but everybody's free to connect with each other there. And there are link drops, including a command from Nightbot that's easy to use that will drop your link in the chats as well. So hopefully everybody will join us over there. Thank you, Mrs. VSNC09, for that highlighted milestone message. I think they were intending on swiping that Stream Boss position, but Wellspear Productions just happened to get it. And Mrs. VSNC09, as you can see, has been a member for almost a year already. An incredibly supportive channel. When we look for I want to know, because the term is so popular, we might have to let YouTube know we're looking for a channel with the filters, but that will help us get there. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. We're at 92 right now, so I don't know if we're going to hit 100 before we finish. We'll probably get it on the replays, but I really do appreciate those from everybody. If you haven't already done it, I hope you'll give us one on the way out. Give the music stream a thumbs up on the way in. There's I want to know popping in over there right now. And 286 subscribers they have on this channel. And space science and society, monsters, myth, and magic. So hopefully we can discuss these different things on this channel. I'm just going to head to their videos right now and grab one of their latest. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list, and then I'm going to set my reminder for the premieres that they've got coming up. One is in a couple of days and one's in about a week. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and we'll see what is going on with the Christian magician, who I think might be here for the first time with Tuber Chat. I could be mistaken about that, but we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. And yes, they're brand new to Tuber Chat, so I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through their videos, and I'm going to take one of their latest here and put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I will go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. I do that for all creators, and then hopefully have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then yes, Queen Kitty Tarot, tomorrow we will be on around the same time as today, usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. The times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world. That schedule might actually be changing. I'm considering the idea of dropping Fridays now and moving that to Wednesday or Thursday evening, so we'll see. Get to the Farm has 833 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 that they're thinking about. I'm going to take your how to clean a refrigerator video and put that into my catch-up list. I actually just cleaned a refrigerator a couple of weeks ago. I wish I had your video to watch because you might have made it faster for me. But hopefully everybody will connect with them and get to the farm. We haven't had on the screen very many times. And then looking at various components of homesteading, gardening, cooking, preserving, fencing, building, livestock care, and more. So a lot to learn from this creator, as well as possibly be entertained and inspired by. So thank you everybody for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We try to get it to as many as we can in a 2.5 hour period every time we're here. I'm just going to drop the link one more time for our music channel, and you can head over there and continue connecting the same way that we are here. And there are link drops from Nightbot there. It's going to be easy to do, and you'll be able to connect and hopefully have a good time. I'll see you over there, and then we're going to get going. We'll be back for Tuber Chat tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.